Hello, Sandris. How are you?
Hello, doing good.
You hear me?
Yeah. You?
Okay. Yeah, I hear you barely, but I hear you. How have you been?
Pretty good. Training hard, preparing.
Yep. And how is your shape?
It's coming together, but I'm pretty strong at the moment. Had a few practices in Latvia with some guys, and none really could do anything to me. So I'm definitely much stronger than I was before. So that's good, and it's not the end yet. So
yeah. Hello, Phil. Good day. Hello, Kuyushko. Sorry if I pronounced wrong. Hello to Bulgaria. So soon, Lachlan is gonna join us, and I would like to ask both of you if there is really a story behind this, as I am guessing. Whenever I wanted to switch the matches, and you said that no, I'm gonna put Lachlan because okay, he's asking the meeting ID.
Oh, we got it. Hello, Engen.
Hello, my friends.
Yeah, how are you?
Good, and you? Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, you too. I just finished training. We're all at our tables.
I'm about to start.
We were talking about you know, how Sandris is gonna beat you so badly, take your wrists, and then
I don't know. Have you seen my wrist? I don't think he's taken it. Only if he drops into that desperation mood, he might have a shot at busting my wrist back. But by then, I got too much of my shoulder behind it.
So there is no way, right? There is no way, Lachlan.
I arm wrestle a lot of King's movers all the time, and I believe I've cracked the code for it. So
I'm not a King's mover, so if there is a way, I will find it.
Yeah, but
doesn't matter. That low wrist.
I never seen him doing the desperation move.
Yeah.
And I think that he even has allergic, you know, he doesn't like that. I think that he would rather lose than trying to pull in that way. You know, he's one of those guys.
But that's the only way that he's going to bust my wrist back. So
we'll see.
We don't need to see, but we will. We will indeed.
So Lachlan, you seem very confident. Can you turn your phone sideways to more, if possible? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, cool.
You seem very confident, Lachlan.
I always do. But the one thing that was always an imbalance between Sandris and I is my gym numbers were always much higher. But what's happened over the last couple of years is my table IQ and experience has come up significantly, and I think all those numbers can actually be put down, and the horsepower can be put down this time. So it's a very different match than it might have been before COVID.
So you are basically saying that you have always been strong, but now you can transfer more power to the table because of your table IQ. Yeah, and then you are saying that Sandris is in trouble, basically.
If he thinks it's going to be an easy day, he's going to be very sorely mistaken. But go on thinking that. It'll be fun.
No. 1 second now. You think that you are saying that it's not gonna be easy day, but you are thinking that even if it's not an easy day, he has chance to win.
Everyone has a chance to win. Sandris,
Okay,
with all
okay,
given respect, we all train very, very hard. He's very
okay,
experienced and he's an
okay,
excellent arm
okay,
wrestler.
okay. I
No.
thought you were more confident than that, so that's why I'm asking you. Okay.
Oh no, I'm definitely confident, but respect given where respect is due.
So you are saying that he has chance to win because of the respect that you have for him, not that you really believe.
Correct.
I'm just trying to steer the pot, Don't get me wrong. Yeah, and Sanders, what's your response? Um,
I don't know. He has to come in confident, He obviously, can't come in like, oh, maybe I will lose, something like that. But obviously, we all want to win, and that's all you can do. Be confident in your powers and that you're done enough. And about his table IQ, I wouldn't say he's that improved as much. I don't see it. I don't know where you see your table IQ, but I'm definitely stronger than I was before, and just getting stronger by day. Yeah, I can pull anywhere, and if there's a way, I will find how to beat him. Yeah.
but do you already have a pre-plan that you think is gonna work instead of trying to find,
Well,
or you
I
will
have
just feel and
techniques,
feel and feel and find?
Yeah. As soon as we take the grip, I will basically, know where I will go, and if it doesn't work, I will try something else. I have many weapons in my arsenal, so you know.
Mm-hmm. I understand. So let's see. Were you very impressed? I will tell you honestly that I was impressed of Lachlan, even when he lost against Todd Hutchings. Todd won, and at the end he gassed Lachlan out. But when he was winning, he really pushed the limits of Todd. Do you agree with that, Sandris? Like whenever he was pinning him, he was just shaking. He was not like I think that um Todd Hutchings beat Lachlan harder than he beat Sonev. Do you agree with that or no?
Well, yeah, maybe first couple of rounds, Todd had to struggle a bit more, but after that, it was pretty much in control and just draining
Yes,
Lachlan.
yes, yes, yes.
Way.
Yeah.
But yeah, against Sonev, he looked much more comfortable and much more like Sonev looked weaker than Lachlan did against Todd. So
I understand. Yeah, I think Lachlan. How long have you been playing, my friends?
Sorry.
I'll be coming up to 6 years in August.
6 years. Yeah. But it looks like, especially because of the pandemic, you did not have much chance to prove yourself, because the years that you finally became very, very good were the years that you could not travel, correct?
Yeah, there was lots of improvements made. We were obviously training where we could, and we tried many different things. But during that time, I didn't let the pedal off the gas at all. I know a lot of people spent some long time resting and stuff like that because they didn't have a chance to compete. But I didn't stop at all. I didn't take a week off. Training it wasn't easy ever. So that really gave me an opportunity to continue making the trajectory. And as you know, Ingan, when guys get to their fourth and moving into their 6 years, there seems to be a fairly significant increase over that time. And then we get another kind of significant increase that's noticeable at 8 years and then 10 years. And then it kind of it spreads out a little bit more from that. But yeah, 2 years is a long time to be training just arm wrestling specific. I haven't done a lot of powerlifting in the past 3 years. I probably I probably deadlift and squat once every 10 days. If that, leading up to competition, I've been competing often. I haven't done a proper leg session in months. This
Mhm.
is all arm wrestling specific work has been done.
Yeah, so basically you train very well, but you didn't have chance to compete internationally. So it was bad because of from the experience way, if you are thinking, because you would
Yeah,
have more and more experience by competing that. By the way, how old are you and what's your weight, Lachlan?
I'm 32 years old and I'm 112 kilos.
Under 12 kilos. A question for you. Um, like obviously you see your chance higher than Sandris' chance. I mean, you go in there to win. And where do you see yourself, Lachlan, between all those guys that you see at the East versus West under 10 kilo? Like, where do you see yourself? And what is your goal? Like your goal is to be mentioned amongst them, or you have a goal to become number one? And it's a very normal thing, you know. I think we all should have a goal to beat everyone, at least in our own weight category.
Yeah, that's certainly been the goal, is to become number one in my own weight category. I believe I fill it a lot better than Sandris. I think Sandris is destined for a true super heavyweight. He has the height, he has the frame. He's not there yet, but I think probably leading into his 40s, after many, many years of training, he probably will be a true super heavyweight. Myself, I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters. And I'm 32. I think I'm around that 110 kilo mark, and I'm here to stay.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I see myself? I mean, it's always been a discovery all along. I don't think anyone truly knows where I stand right-handed, just because the right-handed match that I had in the US was quite easy. No one knows where that big New Zealander, Mate Warangi, sits, because he hasn't had a chance to compete internationally either. I just know that I've progressed significantly since our last match where he beat me. Obviously, I got the win on him last time twice, but it's all a discovery. But I do believe I'm high up there, and beating Sandris will be obviously go a long ways to figuring out just where I currently am. But number one in the world at my weight class is certainly something I am aspiring to.
I understand. And if somehow, if we squeeze you with the left arm competition there, who would you want to pull? Because a lot
Left
of people
arm.
are coming, they are coming only pulling with one arm. Like, if somehow I also ask Zurab Taverize, would you wish to have a hook battle with him? With
Yeah,
left
I mean, I'll
arm?
pull anyone.
Yeah?
I'd pull anyone as long as the right-handed match was first, and I could
Uh-huh.
use, because when I
Yeah,
competed
yeah.
in the States, I had left-handed first, then right-handed. I was tired. That was a lot. So
Okay, so you want
my
to basically, you want to beat Sandris first and have good motivation before you pull Zurab.
just a little rest, because I really want to beat Sandris right-handed. I don't
Yeah.
train my left arm. I haven't trained my left arm in 2.5 years. It gets pull-ups, it gets bench. That's it.
Are you serious?
Leading up,
Did you
yeah,
not just
leading
put
up to,
Paulo with left arm?
yeah. I swear I haven't trained it.
Wow.
I
And,
haven't
and and you
done
still you
weights
still you
with my
still
left hand.
accepted the match, huh, with left arm to pull someone like
Yeah,
Paulo. Wow.
yeah. I was there. I was still a bit injured. I can't top roll with my left. All I've got, as you saw, is that hook and that press. Like, this is
Uh-huh,
very
uh-huh.
painful to me. So I had to
The,
stay in
the, the, the
and just
question
dig
is,
in.
you are 32 years old and you started 6 years ago. So you started when you were 26. What were you doing before?
Powerlifting.
Powerlifting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I've been in the
Okay.
gym powerlifting since I was 15 years old.
I understand. And Sandris, um, who is the better student of Yanis Samolins?
Well, me, obviously.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
We'll find that out.
I've been there from the beginning, been there longer, so I think I'm a better student for sure.
Yeah, I don't. I'm no longer coached by Giannis.
Yeah.
As I said
You
to
probably
Giannis,
you
I think
learned a
if I
lot, huh?
was, yeah, I learned
Because
a lot.
you
I learned
learned
a lot.
some things from him, right? Yeah.
I learned a lot of things from him. I think I learned everything he was able to teach me in an online sense. I
Yeah,
think if I lived in Latvia, I'd never need another coach. He is excellent, but the
yeah, yeah.
distance and the
Yeah.
online, it's very difficult to transfer information, especially when English is your second language. Though he has very good
Yeah,
English,
yeah,
I think it's a
yeah.
difficult format to try.
Yeah, I always believe that no matter who teaches us, what teaches us, we all should have our own understanding of arm wrestling, because
Mm,
our learning should not be limited with some other people's knowledge and experiences. We still need to add things from our own selves by knowing how our body reacts to things. It may be different from person to person. So probably that's
yeah.
what you are doing. You learn, but now you are making your own judgments by deciding what is best for you.
Yeah,
So
look, I've been really lucky in arm wrestling, partly because of Ryan Bowen. I've been able to spend and stay at John Brazank's house. I've had a lot of time with Travis Bajan. I've had time with a lot of really experienced guys, and obviously Todd Hutchings. He was really good enough to give me tips on what he thinks I needed to work on after that match.
mhm,
Were obviously very specific to myself, and I
mhm.
applied those lessons diligently. And I think the improvements
I understand.
are coming every day.
Yeah, Sandris, I will ask the same question to you. Where do you see yourself? Like, like, would you, how to say, do you see yourself sometime soon or late pulling for 110 kg title match at East versus West?
Sure. That's my goal. Always have been to be the best that I can be, and I think I'm already like at tested events, like one of the best arm wrestlers in the world, in the
Yeah.
Europe for sure, under 110 kilos. But it's obviously very exciting to pull, other guys and pull for that. Not overall, but the out of
In your
all.
class? Yeah.
Yeah. In my class, uh, for next 5 years, I would want to stay in 110 kilos, see what I can do there, and I'm sure I can do very, very good damage there.
Mhm.
I would rank myself maybe, at the moment, maybe
Yeah.
top five. I can be because I'm getting stronger now, just getting into my stride, into my prime, and it really shows on table as well, in gym, everything. But for the future, I don't know. I'm getting, as Lachlan said, I'm big frame, tall guy, and uh, I see myself comfortable at 120 kilos, 130 kilos, maybe someday, and maybe I can pull with other guys as well.
I understand. And if you beat Lachlan, who would you want to face at East versus West? I'm not saying that I will set you up with whoever you pick, but I would like to know. Like, just say that you beat Lachlan once in hook, one is side pressure, and one with top roll. I'm just trying to provocate Lachlan. Okay, who are you gonna pull next?
I don't know. I don't really care. I could pull anyone, but obviously we would love to pull such legends as John, Todd Zilla, maybe some of those Marcio mentioned before as well. Probably some North American puller, so that's also more interesting
Yeah.
for me as well. Yeah, some of those guys.
Okay. Yeah. Unless it's a title match or something, or we don't have anyone else to pull, um, we better not pull a lot of East versus East matches, but it's more
Yeah.
exciting to bring the East and West together and then them to pull. I and we have another Australian match, Ray versus Ryan, and I watched one of the videos of Ray. when he repeated he is confident like maybe 20 times in the same video. I'm confident, and then I asked him, he said that yeah, he says that he's confident. It doesn't mean that he's 100% he's gonna win, but he's at his best. How is his shape now, Sandris?
Really good, really good. He's
Really good.
getting it together, getting his top roll game up to the task as well. Also can pull anywhere, can press, hook, can tackle the hand. He's getting pretty good, and the results are showing as well. Just I think he's also coming into his best shape.
How about if you win against Lachlan, you and Matt Mask pulling each other? Would you be interested?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
That would be a good intense match. Another question I will ask you: when you pull Chance, we were thinking that you were gonna try to that quick press move, or I should say maybe inner side pressure. That you hit in the pronator, and then whenever you hit him, he kind of blocked it good, and then we were thinking that he was gonna try to top roll you, and you were gonna try to hook him and beat him, and then after that one, everything turned other way. Then he tried to hook you. It seemed like his hook was better than yours, and your top roller was better than his. So was it surprising for you?
Yeah, it was a bit surprising at the beginning. Didn't expect he would hold there so well, but not to make excuses, but I was coming into the match after armors and not really prepared. Just try to stay in shape, try to stay healthy, and I'm definitely much stronger now. I don't want to say percentages, but it feels like 2 times stronger now than I was with Chance.
Okay, so basically you're saying Lachlan is in trouble. Okay, I understand.
Definitely in trouble. He has to be.
Not in the hook, though. As soon as you turn that palm up, Sandris says he can pull anywhere, but he can't. Your hook, he's going to be running from my hook as far and hard as he can. I promise you, he's not going to go into a hook with me willingly. It'll be crushing him straight in. He doesn't want a hook.
Lachlan, if he goes hook, do you promise to just hold him and look at his face before you pin him? If he tries to go inside,
if he's going to hook, if he tries to go inside, I'm going to be laughing at him. It's going to be all over. I got way too much side pressure, way too much wrist flexion, way too much frame. It's a bad day for Sandris in the hook. Any day of the week.
No pronation though.
Me? You'll find out. And I hope you keep on thinking that. Just come in nice and confident, thinking it's going to be easy, Sandris. It'll be fun. Yeah. Just so I can see your eyes bug out when you grip my hand.
It's going to be easy. I'm just, I know what I can do, and I will do it.
Well, I know what I can do, so good luck.
Yeah, I kind of...
Not much, to be honest.
You're about to find out, boy.
I kind of think that Lachlan's hook is better. This is my opinion. But I still think that there is an option, Sandris, to topple your wrist. So let's see how it will be.
Doesn't matter. That's the thing. Like I said, I train with a lot of really, like the guys I train with are 160 kilos plus. They're all 6'5" and taller. Their hands are huge. So I'm very much used to having to hold on to a big hand. If they take my wrist, it's fine. I've been training like Todd Hutchings. Those angles that he uses are very comfortable for me, and I can put a significant amount of force through that, through those moves with my wrist backwards.
Just hold on, Lachlan. Just hold on.
I'll be pushing straight through you.
Okay.
Yeah, and Lachlan, the same question to you. What do you think about Ryan's shape right now? I saw a training video, you two together. He was like, you were trying to do some shoulder press, and he was blocking. Probably he was trying to train for raise, the forward pressure. And how do you see that match? How do you see that match? He's your countryman. You probably will favor him, but
Look, what Ryan has is, I think a lot of people don't realize how big he is. Like, he's the same height as me, 6'1", and Ray's not going to have a hope in trying to top roll him. He's going to default to his press. And look, my elbow was pretty beat up after the US in that video that you were talking to, but if he sets up in the right way, I think he's going to roll through Ray really easily. They're just too vast in sizes of people. I know they're about the same weight, but Ryan is very fast. He's very intelligent. He can think on the fly. Ray is excellent with match reflection and building a plan from there. But I think Ryan has the upper hand in making those quick, sharp decisions on the spot. That's going to give him the advantage on the day.
And Sandris, do you see Ray beating Ryan?
Yeah, of course. I think Ray is better puller. I think Ryan, he has that one lane where he pushes sideways, and Ray can very easily exploit that hand, because I don't believe he has the best hand ever. And yeah, if he can just push through like this, that's the only way I can see Ryan winning.
So you are basically
very
saying
different
that
opinions.
What did you say, Lachlan?
So we have very different opinions of the way Ryan can pull. You've not pulled Ryan. I've pulled Ray. It was many years ago, but I've pulled Ray. I obviously pulled Ryan, and Ryan is much more than one trick pony, much more. So he's got quite a few lanes that he can exert equal amounts of force in. So
I understand. Yep. Anyway, so basically you are saying that Latvia is gonna do 2-0 against Australia, and then you are saying Australia is gonna make 2-0 against Latvia. So let's see. That's good, like small team competition. Yeah. Let's see. And if I ask you guys your opinion about the other matches, Lachlan, do you closely follow the Eastern pullers?
I try to. Yeah, there's so many of them. Don't ask me to pronounce their names, but
yeah, you don't have to pronounce. That's not important.
I honestly believe
if you know their abilities or not,
I believe the East team, they do represent the very best arm wrestling that the world has to offer. Obviously, they have the winning record. So always trying to follow the Eastern Europeans for sure.
Because you want to beat everyone, so you are following all the best ones, either from East, West.
If you want to learn to be the best, the best, you got to learn from the best.
Okay, so the question is, how do you see, for example, Irakli versus Krasimir match? Lachlan, these are your, not only yours, but yours as well, Sandris, your possible future opponents. These guys, like, if you realize that most of the competition in East versus West is around that weight class, between 100 and 110 kilo. So these are like your possible future opponents. How do you see that match? I'm asking both of you, but that's Lachlan.
I'd love a match with Krasie just because it's hook on hook. But to answer your question, a match between Irakli and Krasie, it's a very interesting one. It's that classic top roll versus hook match, and I think Krasie is incredibly dominant at his weight. I think he's made mistakes in the past trying to go above his weight class, and it doesn't go well with him. As Todd says, it's somewhat of a geometry problem. But I really like that match. Irakli is in excellent form, and the way he dealt with Barboza. Barboza, arm wrestling mathematics, right? Barboza's got the win on Krasimir, and then Irakli's got the win on Barboza. But I think Irakli is doing incredibly well right now, so I think we'd have to give it to him.
And who Irakli is gonna win? You think?
I think so. Yeah, I would.
The question is, whenever you see, like, not from your country but from other countries, two pullers, hook versus top roll, do you naturally support the guy who is going inside because you are a hook puller?
Well, I actually arm wrestle everywhere. That's the thing. I have
Oh,
very
yeah,
confident top
I
roll.
saw that. Yeah, whenever you training with Ryan, you were doing like, to his
Yeah.
wrist. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very easy to top roll. And that is my go-to move is top roll. It's even Toddzilla's go-to move in the first round too. But no, I think I like seeing inside matches because I know what it takes to have inside matches, and it's just elbow on elbow, frame on frame. So it's always going to be a power match, that one. So it's very entertaining.
And Sandris, how do you see that match?
I also see Irakli as a slight favorite. On the second East versus West, we touched up on the table, and he just felt like a brick wall then, and very strong, dominant hand. And Krasik hasn't looked very impressive lately. I think Irakli can take his hand and will take Krasik's hand, and it's just whether he can push through from that position. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe he can get one round, but I think Irakli will win at the end, like 3-1, something like that. Just so dominant.
Yeah, and Lachlan, John versus Ongarbayev.
I'm really curious about that one, but Ongarbayev, he's something different. He's something special, isn't he? He's a dynamite.
He is for sure special, but there is no one more special than his opponent.
I mean, that's true, but and look, losing to Corey West, that John just lost to. I mean, Corey West is massive, but at the same weight, these guys are around the same weight, right? Both with massive hands. John's going to be catching. We all know that Ongarbayev is going to be hitting really, really hard. I would have to give that one to Ongarbayev, unfortunately. For John?
And Sandris?
Is there a weight limit?
I think both are about like somewhere about 105 or something.
Yeah, because against Corey, John looked pretty impressive. The hand control, the inside strength, it's all still there. One thing on Ongarbayev has is speed. He's just very fast, very explosive. We haven't seen him pull very many matches lately, and John is on a rise at the moment. I don't know. It's hard to go against the GOAT, and I think that hand control, especially in the straps, will play a big role for John. And I'm going with the John on this one.
I understand. Lachlan, did you just say that John lost against Corey?
John won.
No, sorry. He lost a round, didn't he?
Yeah, 2 rounds. Yeah,
lots of matches. Yeah, but
because on the chat, people are saying that John won. So I mean, you probably said that mistakenly. Yeah. Okay, you are saying that Ongarbayev is gonna win, and Sandris is saying John is gonna win. And let's come to the very, very important match, as important as John versus Ongarbayev match, Prudnik versus Todd Hutchings. Lachlan.
Oh, that's a really, it's an excellent match, Engen. You've done yourself a stellar job there with getting both those guys on the table. Prudnik in his last appearance looked very impressive, didn't he? Todd is on the rise. He's just looking absolutely amazing. And they're around the same weight. I think Prudnik is, 110 kilos?
No, they will meet at 107 kilo. The agreement was that way.
Okay, they're both at 107 kilos. That makes it even more interesting.
How it happened that I was trying to make the match happening, and then I asked them, and then they finally agreed on 107 kilo. And then after that, after the agreement, I decided to make official weight classes for East versus West. So it was 100, 110 and over. So people are asking me if it is 110 kg category, how that can be 107 kilo. Because the agreement was made before I made the official weight classes, so they're gonna put it 107.
Yeah, it's like Sandris and I, we're both about the same weight, so just keep it there. But with Prudnik, look, I always want Todd to win. You know, when you get beaten by a guy, you want him to go through and beat everyone. So I'm going to go with Todd on that one.
So you are saying that Todd is gonna win.
I would like him to, yes. I'll be in his corner.
Okay. Yeah. And you, Sandris?
Definitely a great match, tough match to call as well. I think for Prudnik, it will be a little bit more comfortable because he's already at that weight pretty much. And Todd usually is a bit smaller, and usually when you gain mass, you lose some of the angles, but maybe Todd gains it back in power. But Prudnik, I think, is just more versatile. Also very, very quick, can top roll. And if it goes inside, I think Todd, maybe. But if Prudnik decides to top roll and take Todd's hand, then I think Prudnik will win.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have money? Who are you betting on?
Prudnik.
Prudnik. Oh, okay. So last two predictions, you and Lachlan bet on different. Opposite way. Yeah. He bet for Kazakhstan, you bet for USA, and then he bet for USA, and you bet for Ukraine now. And okay, how about Jerry versus Gennady, Lachlan?
Another really hard match. I think stylistically, it's really hard. It's a really hard match for Jerry. Gennady is very versatile, and yeah, I would like to say Jerry. I really want Jerry to win. I think he's a fantastic guy, but I think just purely arm wrestling, not personality. Gennady is more active, he's younger, he's more explosive, and I think his style is a difficult one for Jerry to try and counter. So I think Gennady will win.
And you, Sandris?
Jerry hasn't pulled like in 3 years, so that's also one factor to consider. And Gennady lately has been very good, very active. I think if Jerry can throw that shoulder in and get past the center, then he has a chance of winning. But other than that, I think Gennady can take the hand. He can go inside as well. So I think Gennady has the edge on this one.
Gennady, okay. Would your opinion change if Jerry was active in last 4 years, 3 years?
I think definitely. You know, we would have to see how he did, what matches he did. But yeah, that would give us a bit more perspective on where he is at the moment. So yeah.
I understand. And do you guys think that Morozov has chance against Dave, Lachlan?
I think Dave right now presents too big of a human being. So I'm going to go with Dave on that one. He's been really active, unlike Jerry. Dave's taken some losses, taken some wins. I think Morozov he's a very young man, and I think he's yet to really come into his prime. He's very strong now, I understand, but I don't think he's in his prime yet. So I think Dave will get the job done and get the win.
And Sandris?
With the right arm, I don't know. Dave has really strong hand, very powerful side pressure as well. And Artyom his right arm didn't look as dominant lately in the last few matches. And
he looked good against Derek.
Against Tobias.
No. With left arm, he pulled Tobias. With right arm, he pulled Derek. Tobias was in February with left arm, and then he pulled Prudnik in February with right arm.
Right arm, yeah. I still think that Dave has the experience, he has the power, and I will go with Dave on this one.
And another interesting match. I will start with you, Sandris. Dadikyan versus Zog. But remember that Dadikyan was over 110 kilo. He is going down to 102 kilo for this match.
But is Jog going up? I don't think he can get to 100 kilos.
No, he cannot. He has never been. He doesn't have to be. You know that he doesn't have to be. He was about 86 kilo when he beat Betkili in Istanbul, the East versus West. Probably he will be even heavier, maybe 88 kilo, 89 kilo. So, but you know, we know Zog, I don't know how much it really matters, you know, how heavy he is, as long as he is as good as he can be. But okay, how do you think this match?
So max, he can be like up to 90 kilos, not more, I think. And David has been looking amazing lately, obviously training with Dennis and all of the best Russian super heavyweights and heavyweight arm wrestlers, and just killing everybody pretty much. I think that David is just a little bit too powerful at the moment, and maybe Oleg hasn't really found his stride yet. Because if Onyani could turn him in, I think David will be able to as well.
But do you think that you know there is 6 months between February and August, and we are talking about someone who is just coming back to shape? Do you think that Oleg will be in the same shape as February, or will be much stronger, since he is coming back from accidents? You know.
Yeah. Well, no, he will definitely be stronger, but question is just by how much.
Will it be enough or not? Yeah. Okay, I understand.
Would be enough, you know. I would give edge to David as well.
I understand. Yeah, I mean, if Dave was over 110 kilo, like as we normally see him, then yeah, I would just say that yes. But now when he's going 102 kilo, then I am thinking that it will be a war. Because I mean, no matter how good you are, I don't know, can you control Oleg Zog's pronator? Like, can you really control it?
Yeah.
I mean, I like whenever I think about it, like where is it gonna go? Top roll Oleg or hook Oleg? Or he will be like this and he will be fighting like this. I see that, you know, something between, you know, I don't think he will curl his wrist and I don't think he will lose, but he will just stay like in a like flat wrist and then, and then Oleg will be like this. So I'm expecting a war, but I don't know where it's gonna go. But just remember, if Oleg is in shape, he has beaten some monsters.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know just where he is at. Yeah. And Lachlan, do you have any opinion about this match?
It's a different one to call. We have the known, which is David, and then we have the unknown of where Oleg Zok is coming back. Sure, he's a young man who's obviously motivated to come back, so he's going to be in much better shape than he was 6 months ago. But as Sandra said, David's he's been in really good form. And how long does he have to weigh in, then compete?
The weigh-in?
Yeah, the weigh is it 24 hours?
Well, Friday morning is the weigh-in, and then next day is evening. So probably he will be 106, 107 kilo. My guess that he can. It depends how much water he will be losing at the last moment.
I mean,
if
that weight,
when you're down on a pure diet, he cannot gain more than 2-3 kilo. But if he's also losing some water, extra water, then he can be. I am sure he can gain up to 5-6 kilos.
Yeah, at that weight, losing 5 or 6 kilos, even 7 kilos, isn't really that hard to do. You know, the bigger you are, the more water you can lose. So, and then regain it. So if he's smart with the way that he cuts the weight, and smart about the way he rehydrates and replenishes, then I don't think the weight cut is going to matter so much, and he's going to come in big. So. Going to go with David on this one.
Yeah. And what you pull against Chance? What do you think about his match versus Zurab? People are thinking that this is a mismatch and Zurab is gonna win easy. Most of the people. Do you agree with that, Sandris?
I also think, Chance should get, someone should pull someone from his own weight class. Like he's just keep pulling, smaller guys. Yeah, I think Chance has
No,
the height.
people says Zurab is gonna win.
Really?
Yeah. I made polls. People are saying that Zurab is gonna kill Chance. Like majority on the polls. So that is the part that I disagree. Zurab may win, Chance may win, but to say it's a mismatch.
Yeah, I don't know where these thoughts are coming
Isn't
from.
isn't Chance on shutout stakes on Stake Kings?
Not
I
sure.
have no idea. I don't follow that.
Yeah, I think he is. I think it's. I think the crowd is split. I think a lot of Americans are betting on Chance, so that might be the case.
Yeah, I think it's also a 50-50 match, pretty much. Obviously, inside, Zurab has the power. Outside, I think Chance's hand is more dominant. He has the height. Probably can take the hand as well. Yeah, I see. A lot of chances how Chance can win, and also Zurab. So tough to call. Definitely not a mismatch in my mind.
Yeah.
How heavy is Zurab?
Maximum 102 kilo, 103 kilo, probably.
How tall is he? He's quite short, isn't
Yeah, he's probably 5'8", 5'9", maybe 5'8".
he?
Yeah.
Okay, Chance is a much bigger human being, but
And how do you see that
we see.
match, Lachlan?
I think Chance will probably win that one. It'd be very interesting to see what Zurab feels like, at least on his left hand, when we get there. But yeah, I'll go with Chance with this one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what else do we have? Gabriela versus Egle. That's interesting since you are from Latvia and Egle is from the neighboring country.
Yeah,
Lithuania and Latvia are just close, right? Close, even as the race, they are close. And
just
even
yeah,
the language a little bit similar. And you know Egle very well. You have been in Lithuanian events, probably you have been with her in the European Worlds. And you know
yeah.
also Gabriela. And Gabriela is much more famous than Egle, and people are thinking that Gabriela is just gonna destroy Egle generally, new fans especially. But we know that Egle has the winning record against Gabriela, so I'm just expecting a very close match. I don't know where Egle is. If Egle is at his best, her best, and then I see very close. But Egle for some years were not. She hadn't been active, so I don't know where she is at. And I think that Gabriela improved a lot from the last time they pulled to today. So I see very close match. How do you see that, Sandris?
Uh, I have never seen Egle get and destroyed, never. And
Yeah.
obviously, maybe she's not in she's not in a prime anymore, or not as strong as she used to be. But still, she's like easily the best in Europe in her weight class. But Gabby also has been very active, very strong lately.
Mhm.
Are on what weight are they meeting?
What's that?
What weight they are meeting at?
No limit, no weight limit.
Yeah, I think then Gabby. I would say Gabby would win.
Mm-hmm. And Lachlan?
It depends how Igler plays it, because the way I watched the match that she had with Sarah Backman was very similar to the way that Travis watched it. I think if Sarah made some more tactical decisions in the setups and false starting and maybe some elbow fouls and getting a little bit more restarts, getting a little bit more fatigue into Gabby's hand, because those last couple of matches, Gabby's hand was really fatigued and she was having
Yeah,
to
yeah.
pull with her backward wrist. That potentially, had Sarah had played her cards differently, she may have got at least a couple of wins and may even have won the whole thing. So it all depends, I think, on how Igler approaches that match tactically. I think there are holes in Gabby's game that can be exploited. I don't know much about Igler, but my advice to her would be utilize all the advantages that arm wrestling can give you if you are creative enough.
I understand. Alex on the chat is talking about Liashuk versus Morozov, but there is a small story behind that match that I don't want to openly talk here, my friend. So just don't be so sure about that match. Anyway, so we have that very, very important match, Sandris. Bozhidar versus Samusha. People, because of this is a 85 kilo limit match, these athletes are not so famous as super heavyweight, but these are, as you know, the two of the very best guys around that category. And how do you see this match?
I think Samushia hasn't been as active lately, and maybe as strong as before. And Bozhidar has been looking amazing. Purely just power inside the top row as well. It's hard match to call, but I think Bozhidar would be the favorite in this one, in my mind.
Lachlan, do you know these athletes?
I know Bozhidar. I got to ask though, with all this talk of, where athletes being more active over other athletes, and therefore we give the advantage to the ones that have been more active. If you've been arm wrestling for 10, 15, 20 years, would you not think that a long hiatus might actually be quite healthy? And perhaps we're giving the advantages to people who are getting fatigue in their arm from regular matches and, accumulating injuries and stuff like that over the person that is.
It depends. Like if you are not active for some time, yes, it helps you to recover everything. Yes, but then after that, how much did you train to reach to the top? Did you have enough time or not? That's what it matters. If you had enough time, yes, it helps. If you pull for so many years, your muscle memory, everything is there, and you quit for some time, then it really helps you to recover. And like if I would think that if John would have continued after 2015 nonstop till today, I don't think that he would be as successful as he is today, because he would have even put in miles more at that age when you are young, yeah. And then, but now he stopped for some years. I think he recovered very well some of the injuries, and of course he did not come back as strong as he was when he left. But with time, as we see today, he seems very good. Of course, he's not at his prime like when he was 35 years old. But yeah. I mean, as I said, if you have enough time to train, like you quit for just some time and then you train for 1 year, yes, for sure. Like for example, Arsen, he left at 2013, and 9 years he didn't train. If he comes now in 3 months, for sure he will not be at his best. No way.
No.
Yeah, but if you give him 6 months, he will come close to there. If you give him 1 year, probably he can still reach to top. Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's kind of get back to Jerry. He's been arm wrestling for what, 25, 30 years? That's a very long time. And I don't think
minimum 30 years. Yeah.
Yeah, and he took a couple of years off, but he's been training during that time as well, just maybe not as hard as he otherwise would have if he wasn't stuck in the WAL contract. But I think that match will surprise us. But to answer the question about this current match, not to jump around too much, I know Bozhidar. I think he's very good. I think that his hook is looks incredible. I don't know the other guy, so I can't say for sure. But I'll be
The
rooting
other guy
for
is
Bozhidar.
the one that just pulled Pauline at the last East versus West.
Oh,
But
right. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, but he was 87 kilo as far as he told me, and
Mhm.
Pauline was 100 kilo. So it was still
Yeah.
very
Okay.
close match. And I think that 100 kilo Pauline, in my opinion, would also beat Bozhidar. I mean,
Yeah.
if Paul was 90 kilo against these guys, the things may be different.
Mhm.
But when he is 100 kilo, then I think he would beat Bozhidar as well. So, and imagine that Samusha was inactive, but now he had another 2.5 months from May 21st to August 6th.
Mm.
So I think he will be for sure stronger than last time we saw him.
Mm.
But I asked him, he was 90 kilo now, so he will have to lose about 5 kilos.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think all the matches you put on. I mean, you know, arm wrestling better than anyone. I think they're all going to be excellent matches, which is the whole point. So I think they're all going to be
I
really
love it. I
hard
love
to.
it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I love to see you
they're
guys.
hard to
I love
call.
like, yeah. I mean, like there are like divided parts in arm wrestling world, and then like if we are like one world, then we should be united. We
Mm.
shouldn't be
Mm.
like Western guys pulling in WAL and other events. The Eastern pool guys are pulling at the Zloty and those top 8, and then some pools in like they don't have much opportunity to come here, pull around Australia or Asia somewhere, and then um, some people pulls in WAP. So my intention is, I mean, there are like great arm wrestlers. Like what can be better than, bringing these guys together? I don't care who
Yeah.
wins. I mean, let the best one win. We all will say
Mm.
bravo. I mean, but we just need
Yeah.
to bring them together. So the years are passing, and then we're missing this beauty. This
Mm.
was my intention to give the fans what they want to see. Not only because what they want to see, because I'm an arm wrestling fan, I want to see that too. Like I want to
Yeah.
see Lachlan pull in after Sandris, someone like another match. I want to see Sandris pull in, like as he said, maybe Matt Mask, maybe Marcio. It would be good matches. We all know arm wrestling.
Yeah.
We know what's good. But I don't want to be only, oh, this would be a good matchup. If I do that,
Mm.
it will be just like only fun. I don't care only fun. I care about the
Yeah.
how good it is to enjoy, but I also care to find out who is ranked where.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like for example, Levan Saginashvili is the best. Looks like he is very dominant. But like there will be a time that like Devon match had to happen. It happens. So there needs to be maybe Slav, maybe Hermes, but some matches needs to happen. This guy cannot sit and just, or like we will set soon Prudnik versus Todd Hutchings. I mean, people think that Prudnik needs to win quick. If it goes to the endurance battle, Todd is gonna win. So there is a possibility Prudnik to win easy. Of course, there is a possibility Todd to win with the endurance and more as well. But if somehow the match ends quick, we cannot say that, oh, it was not good matchup because it ended quick, because that match had to happen. Like
Yeah.
Tyson had many of the title matches, right? Boxing. I waited till the morning, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning just to watch because of the time difference. Waited,
Mm.
and then first round he knocked the guy out. We went to bed. We waited all. You understand? But it had to happen.
Yeah.
Somebody had to fight. So as I said, good matchups are important, but also we need to find out who's the best. So some matches still needs to happen. And
Yeah.
if we
No, I
always said
totally agree.
50-50 matches, how can we give a chance to surprise?
Mm.
There needs to be some surprises. There needs to be some underdogs. That underdogs
Yeah.
needs to beat the other guy. You understand? Just look at the polls. Before I said Derek versus Morozov, just go to my community page. Derek was
Mm.
heavily favored. It was like 65-35 for Derek, but
Mm.
Morozov won. Dave
Yeah.
Chaffee was very heavily favored against Gennady. Gennady won. There are so many matches like this. So sometimes we need surprise. You understand? We need to set some underdog, and maybe the favorite guy will anyways win. But if this guy wins, then it surprises us. But like, for example, 50% matches, you are not gonna be surprised. You understand?
No.
Like, no matter who wins. Yeah,
No.
yeah. So that is what I wanted to say. Like, for example, now Derek is gonna pull Revas. On the paper, Revas looks favorite. Yeah, but it is
I mean,
Derek's chance.
so did Bresnan, and Bresnan. I mean, Derek
Yeah,
was very dominant
Bresnan was
against
favorites,
Bresnan,
right?
but
Bresnan was favorites.
yeah,
That match.
yeah, massively, yeah.
But see, people's opinions are changing so quick. See, after Derek beat Bresnan, everyone said, "Oh, we need to set Derek versus Dave Chaffee." You guys remember? That match was going to be set. Yeah, and then after Rebaz Morozov beat Derek, and then now they are saying, like, why did you set Derek against Revas? So people's opinion, if somehow Derek comes in incredible shape and beats Revas, and then he will be again like here. You understand? Yeah, on the people's understanding. Yeah. Anyway, so it's less than 4 weeks. I will see you guys in Istanbul. I think I will see you even earlier, right? On beginning of the month, Lachlan.
Yeah,
August 1st.
yeah, because the jet lag is terrible from Australia, so it's a really long flight.
Lachlan, on the July 31st, we will have here in my city 1 week of seminar. Fia will come here, and Andrei Cipriano, Krasimir will come, Bozhidar will come, and so it is only 45 minutes with a sea bus from Istanbul to here. So I think I will bring you to city here, so you can hang out with us. There will be not only a seminar, but we will go to by the seaside. We will do barbecue. You don't have to train.
Awesome.
You understand? We
Sounds
go
amazing.
seaside, drink, and then I will tell you how to beat Sandris. And
no, it sounds amazing. Thank you, Engin. That'd be cool. I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to come to Turkey. I understand they've undergone a recent name change. Is that correct?
Turkey, yeah.
Oh, Turkey, yeah. Okay, so it's just a little change. Yeah, Turkey.
Yeah, this is my city.
Yeah, no.
This is right there, my gym. So we go my gym. We sit by seaside, drink, laugh, talk, just everything. Yeah. So since you're coming early, some others are coming early, instead of hanging around alone, so maybe it would be good if you join us. Is that okay for you?
No, that is perfect. Thank you. I'll definitely be there.
You're welcome. Yeah. Anyways,
thank you.
So I thank you guys very, very much. Sandris, do you have your last words for your opponents or anything?
No, I'm just very, very happy and super stoked for this event. Amazing matches. It's going to be a lot of fun, and may the best guy win.
Yeah, and you, Lachlan?
Yeah, look, the match is part of it, but being in the room with you and everyone else is a huge honor to be a part of it. So, just happy to be there, and may the best man win. I hope I'm the one standing at the end.
Yes. Anyways, I will be very honored to have you guys in Istanbul, and hopefully everything will be great. We will have good time, and see you guys soon. You all take care, and thanks to everyone who watch us. You all take care.
See you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.